Man, how long has it been? I bet y'all thought y'all were never gonna see me again. I didn't think I was gonna see myself again. But listen, we're back now. We're back again. We're back from the background. We've been so busy in real life. I've been, I've had so much stuff going on. I haven't had time to make videos, and honestly, a lot of these movies have not been that great. So I haven't even been out watching a lot of movies, but. We finally got a movie worth talking about. So, you guys saw the video, you guys saw the title, you guys know what we're talking about. So let's get into it. So, Fantastic Four First Steps. Was it good? Should y'all see it? Is it better than Superman? Absolutely. It's 100% better than Superman. In my opinion, Superman was one of the worst movies I've seen this year. It was non-cohesive. I don't want to get into this is not a Superman review. Maybe I'll make a video on its own video on that. I did not like that movie at all. The more I thought about it, the more I didn't like it. But this is about Fantastic Four, so let's talk about it. This movie was really well written. I do agree with a lot of people that are saying that so a lot of their powers were not used enough. Like for example, Mr. Fantastic never uses his stretching powers, maybe 2 or 3 times, but never really uses it. Johnny Storm has some cool moments, but he never really uses his powers a lot either. One part that did take me out was like when Invisible Woman like soloed Galactus almost. Like by herself, she like pushed him back and like pretty much beat Galactus by herself almost. And I was like, yeah, I didn't really buy that. But other than that, I thought they were really well written characters. Pedro Pascal, even though I'm a little bit on the Pedro Pascal fatigue train, I'm not gonna lie, I do think that he was pretty good. I do think he wasn't given enough. Like, you never felt like he was the smartest guy on the planet or the smartest guy in the universe. You never felt that way. I mean, he has a lot of scenes writing on the chalkboard and stuff, but you never felt like he was that guy. You know what I mean? And then also, Johnny Storm, I thought he was pretty cool. The Rock, the Thing, I thought he looked really badass. I wish he was a little bit more fleshed out, but I think everyone was given, I guess, enough to where you felt like they were a family, they were lived in. But they didn't use their powers enough, in my opinion. But other than that, I thought the story was way better than Superman. I thought the story was really well written. I do think that the Silver Surfer scenes are probably the best scenes in the movie, especially when they're in space and like the black hole scene. You guys know what I'm talking about. Really well done. I thought that was amazing. I actually want to go back and watch it again just for those scenes. Galactus, probably one of the standouts in the movie. I thought it was kind of crazy that he was so powerful, but in the end he got defeated by the Silver Surfer. Like, I was expecting him to like just stop her mid-motion when she was like trying to dive into him or whatever. But I do think that he was defeated quite, lackadaisically, I guess you could say. I don't know what word I'm looking for. I guess he wasn't defeated, he was just teleported. One thing that this film really does well is the stakes. You feel the stakes, like you feel what's at line. Like when they're like putting all the teleporters together around the world, like getting ready to teleport the planet. And that's a whole nother thing that doesn't make sense either, because they teleport it to another universe. How do you know that it'll have like the same solar system and whatever? But I'm not gonna get into that right now. But when they're trying to teleport the planet, you feel the weight of the story. You feel the weight of the consequences. You feel the weight, like the stakes, like you feel it. That's something that I didn't feel in the Superman movie. That's something that I haven't felt in a lot of movies. I thought that it was really well fleshed out. I thought that it felt heavy. You felt how powerful the stakes were, and it was really well done. I do find it crazy that they were able to defeat Galactus so easily, but I already said that. But other than that, it was a really fun movie. I enjoyed it. I do think that, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think that it was better than Thunderbolts. Like walking out of Thunderbolts, I was like, yo, this is like top 10. I love Thunderbolts. I think it was one of the best movies Marvel has ever made. Walking out of this movie, I thought, yo, this was really fucking good. This was really good. But I didn't think it was like Thunderbolts good. They're both leagues over Superman. I'm not gonna lie. But on its own merits, I think it's a really good. I think it's a step in the right direction. I think the MCU, I don't want to say MCU is back, because that's what everybody's saying now. Oh, MCU's back. MCU's back. I think we're headed in the right direction. I think that we need to start chopping off a lot of characters that have been introduced to the MCU. For example, Riri Williams, who, nobody likes her. Let's be real. She was not fleshed out. She was never introduced. I'm not going to get into that right now. Maybe I'll make another video on Riri Williams and why she doesn't work. But I think if we start chopping out a lot of characters and start focusing and make a cohesive story based off circling a certain amount of main characters, we'll be headed in the right direction. But this is a really good movie. I enjoyed it. The music was amazing, the acting was amazing. I thought Johnny Storm was badass. Sue Storm had her moments. I think that they could have done a lot more with Mr. Fantastic. He didn't really use his powers or really, ever prove that he was like so smart. I didn't really ever think that he was the smartest player. I don't even think he was smarter than Bruce Banner or Tony Stark, to be honest with you. At least the way he was portrayed or written, but that's not a Pedro Pascal thing. That's a writer thing. You know what I mean? But other than that, I mean, check out this movie. If you haven't already, I know my video is super late. This movie's been out, but if you haven't already seen it, go check it out. This is just a quick video I wanted to make to get back into the channel, low-key, because I haven't posted in so long. But I know I say this every damn video when I come back, but I plan to be a little bit more consistent now. But we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna see what happens, and yeah, hopefully we get back on track. But this is just a let me get back in. Let me give you my quick thoughts about this movie. It was really good. I enjoyed it. Acting was really good. Everyone had their moment. Mr. Fantastic could have had a little bit more. I think that Invisible Woman was crazy that she soloed Galactus at the end, almost. But Galactus was badass. Other than that, it was really good. If y'all watch this, leave a thumbs up. You already know. Subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate everybody who is still watching this, or even watching this, or even is new. Hopefully we can get this back on track. But I'll catch y'all later, and hopefully more sooner than later. All right. Deuce.